Hello, and welcome back to the Modern DT&I. This week, we'll look at how the DT&I supplies some of our favorite frozen food products. The train in the first scene was the northbound St. Louis Railblazer train. It has cars from the Southern Pacific containing foods from California and the Pacific Northwest. On the DT&I, there are two very large frozen food plants and a number of smaller ones. In Wellston, General Mills has a large plant, one of the largest on the East Coast. Also in Jackson County is Bellisio, which produces TV dinners and frozen meals. The other major facility is the Campbell's Soup Plant in Napoleon. Each of these facilities receive inbound ingredients and ships the final product by rail. In Cincinnati, the Chessie system brings cuts of Tropicana oranges and orange juice up from Florida. Much of this goes to the distribution center there in Cincinnati, but a good chunk gets added to the St. Louis Railblazer to head west. Both East St. Louis and Blue Island also receive cuts from California and the Pacific Northwest for deliveries to these plants and distribution centers. Detroit also sees some of this traffic by way of the Canadian Pacific at Windsor. Most people will recognize the popular brands produced by these plants, including Tropicana, Michelina's, Campbell's, General Mills, Pillsbury, Banquet, and others. Once upon a time, blue Pillsbury hoppers with the Pillsbury Doughboy logo could also be seen in these consists. Let's spot some of this traffic on a railfan adventure. First, we're in Ironton in the very early morning to catch the returning Jackson turn. The cut of reefers in this train are outbounds from both General Mills and Bellisio from Jackson and Wellston for points south and east on Norfolk Southern. This train runs overnight from Ironton to Jackson in return with Norfolk Southern interchange traffic. Had this train been a mere 30 minutes later, it would have had to wait outside of town due to the street running embargo on longer trains during the daytime. After the Jackson turn clears, the Oak Hill turn heads out for its daily work, led by SD35 number 300. Next, we head back up to Quincy and set up at the trestle. This is a popular swimming and fishing spot, and today is no exception. After 30 minutes or so, we see the headlight of SD50 505 leading us southbound. This train originates in Delta Yard near Toledo. It carries mainly traffic from the steel facilities in the area and southbound general traffic off the Old Ann Arbor. It stops in Malenta to pick up cars set out by the Old Line Local from Campbell's Soup to take to Cincinnati. Southbound traffic from the Old Ann Arbor includes cement, lumber, natural gas, sand, and scrap metal. The gondolas on the rear of the train are headed back to the Ohio riverfront for more pig iron briquettes, brought by barge from Brazil for the mills at Delta. More on that in a future video. As the end of train device passes, I'd like to thank you again for joining me this week on the Modern DT&I. Until next time, happy railroading.